Hey, if you guys like this video and it gets to at least 700 likes, we will give out 3 free shirts, either a Rainbow Dash, TF2 Scout, or a Daring Do variant of that, or a Rarity Widowmaker, or a Sunset Shimmer variant of that. You guys can also check them out directly on our TeePublic page. Support us and get free shit in the process. What the hell is up, Pony Nation? It is me, Faith the Moliminous, and I'm here with another shitty review of the latest episode. And holy shit, I forgot Starlight was supposed to be part of the main group. I mean, she's used almost as little as the map, so kind of felt like she wasn't even supposed to be considered relevant. You know, it kind of seems like the show creators make these plot points and then they decide to just get rid of them until it fits their fancy. Notice how she wasn't even in 28 Pranks Later, though to be fair, it seems like something that Starlight would see herself as being above. So yeah, Glim Glam's kind of in this episode, so if you like her snarky humor, you'll enjoy like the first 2 minutes of the episode. Then you'll promptly be asking the reason she was even there to begin with, since she never says anything else. Except for like one ending line. Anyways, they ride Mega Faggot all the way to the Crystal Empire, which is completely empty. Well, at least it was empty until Spike forgot he was wearing Axe body spray and is subsequently mobbed by just hordes of mares. They flip out, thinking that he could possibly not be the real Spike. Now, ponies are known to overreact, to be dramatic. Just look at the Flower Twins. Triplets? Are they even considered Just look at the people who handle all the flowers and stuff. They faint when their flowers get bent. Or Rarity, one of the biggest drama queens. So I can't really fault the main 3 for not even considering this to be that big of a deal, and mainly just took it in stride. What is weird is the fact that when they get to the Crystal Castle kind of thing, I'm not even sure what it looks like because it's like 3 points here and there's one entrance. It's a really weird setup, like you go in and then you immediately go upstairs, I guess. I don't know. The layout of where they're actually walking doesn't make any sense. But regardless, we learned that there's a Changeling Infestation. And for some reason, Twilight wasn't warned about this ahead of time, or the rest of Equestria. Because I mean, if you think you have a Changeling infestation, then doesn't that mean that they could have possibly have infected other parts of Equestria? You weren't concerned with anyone else's well-being, but your own, I guess. And I get it, they're pretty isolationist. The citizens, which is rarely touched upon, are like 1,000 years old. They don't really have anything in common with modern equestrians. Just from a strategic standpoint, you would think you would want your allies to be aware that their leaders could be impersonated. But to verify that Twilight and Spike are who they are, instead of just having Spike breathe fire, we have Twilight perform the dance that she personally performed for Queen Chrysalis, because it's not like a changeling drone might have been tipped off on that's the correct response. Which, even if they were, it doesn't really matter. Why would a changeling ever come dressed in the disguise of a pony when it turns out they can change into anything? Why wouldn't they just change into a pin and hide in someone's saddlebag and wait for them to get close, or a pacifier or something like that? And actually, couldn't they all just turn into inanimate objects like toys and stuff and have the undying affection of kids or a dog? Them being able to change into everything kind of breaks a lot of the rules that we had established, and a lot of sins that we saw in the plan is now gone when Chrysalis tried to take over the Crystal Canterlot. But of course, through series of unfortunate events, Spike ends up befriending this changeling after he finds him, yada yada yada. He turns into an OC, comes back, gets exposed, because I guess the love of Flurry Heart is just so strong and tasty that he just starts hissing at her. It's never shown how they actually eat love. Before, he was just kind of talking about passively absorbing the love. Is he really that hungry after, for whatever reason, you know, the citizens decide, you know, hey, it's okay now to be outside, even though we were terrified of being outside. And hey, there's this random pony that we've never seen before, and we're scared of changelings, but, you know, let's go talk to this random pony we've never seen before. Yeah, he was getting a lot of attention there. Shouldn't he be full? I mean, everyone seemed to love him. And now he's back to his starvation mode. That's kind of weird. There's just a lot of inconsistencies with this entire story. Not to mention, maybe you don't consider episode 100 canon, but there was a changeling in that. I believe his name was Kevin. So they know good changelings do exist. It just seems weird that they have this kind of reaction. And that the Princess of Friendship is always the one that's learning friendship lessons. The episode, as far as Spike episodes go, wasn't horrible. I mean, the song's not great, but it didn't actually make me want to drink bleach, so there's that. Animation is same as it's ever been. It's alright. It's not horrible. It's not stupendous, but it's alright. It's definitely better than a lot of other shows. The story itself, though, which is what each episode should be rated on, is, I don't know, it just it could have been taken so many ways, but the fact that it's so wrapped up so quickly, like Spike sings a song, which is that supposed to be like there? A lot of the times it feels like songs like they're not supposed to be acknowledged in the story. You're not supposed to acknowledge that they just did a song per se. The song is for our enjoyment. It's not necessarily actually happening in the show's reality. But in this case, it is, I guess, because it sways everyone. And I guess Shining Armor's deep-seated hatred, his hard stance of there's no such thing as a good changeling, was moved because he says changelings can change. Really? That really doesn't seem practical or probable to happen. The fact that you're saying that racism can be solved in a matter of seconds after having such harsh treatments of them doesn't make sense. Cadence was imprisoned and tortured, and she just assumes that this is on the up and up because a baby dragon said so. Well, I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Ponies are fucking dumb, man. Wouldn't you at least want to put this guy under some sort of supervision? Or make some sort of mandate that he can't change into anything but his OC or his normal changeling form? And the town was panicking. Everyone was shuttered away and inside and stuff. And now you're saying that everyone's just going to accept him and love him. That doesn't seem like that's how it's going to work. But hey, we should just enjoy the episode by forgetting everything about the episode, right? Whatever. Anyways, guys, get down in the comment box. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. As usual, these are pretty much freeform, so it's not like I have a script here. I'm not Dr. Wolf here trying to extrapolate some sort of moral where one doesn't actually exist in order to appease the PG audience. I want your real, raw, and uncut opinions. Spam me with them down below and spam that like button. Peace the limb out, guys.